Hello everybody and welcome, Rich here, and in this video we're taking a look at the brand new seasonal weapon skins and uniforms for Operation Ember Rise. So Ubisoft invited me to a capture session to get hands on with Operation Ember Rise earlier on, and I had a lot of fun playing with these two new operators, Goyo and Amaru. And I've uploaded a few videos today regarding the two new operators loadouts and the new gadgets, videos of which will be linked in the description down below, so do go and check those out. And coming up at the end of this video, you will have some gameplay of the brand new reworked map Canal. Again, I've got to say I had a lot of fun playing on this reworked map. I was a fan of the old style Canal, but what they've done with this one is really interesting. Some windows have been removed, there's a new tunnel linking the two parts of the buildings together. It is really interesting, so definitely worth hanging around to see the gameplay of the two new operators playing on this new reworked map Canal. But for now, let's get into what you're all here for. Let's have a look at the new uniforms coming for this season, Operation Ember Rise. So first up here we can see the attacking operator Amaru or Amaru. I'm never entirely sure on how to pronounce that and I keep chopping and changing between the two. And this is the Ember Rise uniform. Now what I have noticed, because this is a early access build for the capture event, the names of these uniforms may change for the actual final release. There could be just placeholder names for the uniforms and the weapon skins, so don't pay too much attention to those. But anyway, this Ember Rise uniform does actually look very good, and this is something I've been waiting for a long time. It almost looks like real tree camo, which I'm a massive fan of. And for those of you that do regularly watch my videos, you'll know I've been wanting a uniform like this for a very long time, and finally it is here. And the next uniform we're taking a look at here on the operator Amaru is Tangle Jaguar. Again, don't take that name to heart, it could change for the final release, but I can't help but think this one kind of looks like the Phantom Sight uniform. It's the basic green camo pattern. While I do think it does look very good, I can't help but think I've got a feeling it is very similar to the Phantom Sight uniform, but nonetheless still very nice in my eyes. And of course you get a little sneak peek at the weapon skin there as well on her LMG. So that's the two uniforms for the new attacking operator Amaru. Let's have a look at the headgear available for this season. So this is the Ember Rise headgear, fairly plain. She's just wearing this camo bandana here, which does seem very fitting, but you do get a very good look at her face here. This next headgear obviously ties up with the Tangle Jaguar uniform. This is the headgear for that uniform, and this one looks a lot better. She's actually got a bit of face paint going on there, commando style. This definitely looks a lot better. Me personally, I'm definitely a fan of both of these uniforms. I think they look absolutely awesome. So let's go over and take a look at the defensive operator Goyo and have a look at the seasonal uniforms on him. And here it is. This is the Ember Rise uniform for our defensive operator Goyo, and I've got to say I think it actually looks a lot better on him than what it does on the attacking operator Amaru. The only thing about this new defensive operator is the backpack that he's got there does seem to protrude out quite a bit, so I can't help but think if you are trying to stay undercover, whether or not that will impede on your cover, because it is going to be sticking out quite a bit. I guess after we've all played for a little while, only time will tell. But let's take a look at the second uniform available for the defensive operator. Again, the Tangle Jaguar uniform. I think this looks really awesome on him. The camo top with the dark trousers as well looks absolutely perfect. Massive fan of this uniform. I'm not too sure why the trousers have got the kind of ripped air vents or whatever they are in the bottom by the calves there, and why they're red. It doesn't really go with the green theme. Surely it would have made more sense to make them green rather than red, but I don't care. I'm still a massive fan of this uniform. I do think it looks pretty damn cool. So now let's go and take a look at the headgear available for our defender Goyo, and you can see here obviously is the Ember Rise headgear. Again, not too much going on here at all, just a bit of green face paint going across his face there, but not really too much going on with this headgear. Not a massive fan of it, and we do obviously get a very good look at his face, and I can't help but wonder what that big scar is on the side of his head. I'm wondering if when we get the backstory with the concept art, we might get an explanation as to why he's got that big scar on the side of his head there. But let's take a look at the second headgear. This is the Tangle Jaguar again, and again I'm thinking this one looks a lot better. More face paint detail, really camoed up there. Absolutely love it. It looks awesome. So that is the seasonal headgear and uniforms for the two new operators. Do, like I say guys, let me know what you think about these in the comments section. As always, I really do enjoy reading your feedback. But now let's have a look at the seasonal weapon skins coming for Operation Ember Rise. So first up here we've got the Wild Instinct weapon skin, and again some of these names could just be placeholders, so they might change for the final release. This is an early access build that I played at a capture event with Ubisoft. But anyway, this is the Wild Instinct weapon skin for the G8A1, and while when you first look at it, it does look fairly plain, it has got a very crisp, clean look to it, and I do like what they've done with the barrel and kind of look a heat treatment on there where it's like a petrol-y colour. Does actually look pretty cool. The next one is a little bit more interesting and a little bit more out there. This is the New Wave Onslaught weapon skin, again shown here on the G8A1, and this is very, very bright. So if you are looking to play stealth and quietly, this is not going to be the weapon skin for you. However, I do think it looks pretty cool. The details that they've actually put into this weapon skin are amazing. If you look at the back on the stock there, it's actually got a little tape player in there with a radio as well. Now of course that has no function and availability in game whatsoever, it is purely just for aesthetics, but the detail, like I say, they put into this does look really, really good. Now these next two weapon skins coming up are definitely my favourite for this season, and the first one here, as you can see, is the Eternal Sun weapon skin. Again, those of you that do regularly watch my videos will know if anything's got gold in it, I absolutely love it and I have to have it. And look at this one, it is absolutely covered in gold and jewels. This looks absolutely amazing. Again, the detail they've put into this is so high, I absolutely love it. But let's move on to this next one that I really like for this season, and this is the Eternal Wind weapon skin, and actually I've got to say this is definitely my favourite. It looks gorgeous. It's kind of like a mosaic kind of pattern with broken tiles that are stuck on there, and it's got the whole kind of Mayan feel to it with the details they put in there looking like stone. It is absolutely gorgeous. We've also got the same weapon skins here cycling through for the Vector. Again, we've got the Wild Instinct weapon skin, as you can see there. Although still fairly plain, I think it does look better on the Vector than what it does on the LMG. That's just my personal preference. We have here the Eternal Sun weapon skin on the Vector, and this time I've got to say I think I prefer this weapon skin on the LMG rather than the Vector. It just seems to be more fitting for the LMG rather than this, but again it's just a matter of preference, and I'm sure some of you will prefer it on the Vector. And lastly here, my favourite skin, like I say, by far, looks just as good on this weapon as it does the LMG, the Eternal Wind weapon skin. I'm definitely a massive fan of this one. So let's now take a look at some of the charms coming with Operation Ember Rise, and first of all we can see here, this is the Cardinal Pendant, and it's basically just coin looking with the pattern on the side there, fairly plain, nothing too much to write home about. This next one, however, I do think is pretty cool. This is called the Feathered Talisman, and it's like a dragon chasing its own tail there with a circle. This one does actually look really cool, I do like that. We also have this Brass Direction charm, and this is just a nice looking timepiece. Again, a really good bit of detail going into this one. And lastly for the charms, obviously we have the two new operators. First of all here you can see Goyo, and it looks like he's halfway through a rappel, but he's giving us the big thumbs up there. This does actually look really cool, I like that one. And here we have the attacking operator Amaru, and she's on this kind of plinth there with a torch. Looks really, really cool. She's just about to go and do some tomb raiding or something like that. Really, really nice. I do like that. So that is your seasonal weapon skins and uniforms for Operation Ember Rise. Do, like I say guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these. I do, like I say, always enjoy reading your feedback. And now, as promised, here is some gameplay coming up of the new reworked map Canal, which I really enjoyed. So do enjoy this little bit of gameplay. Thanks a lot for watching everybody. I do as always appreciate your time, and until next time, goodbye.
Time for networking.
Explosive ordnance is ready.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Setting up Vulcan. Deploying explosive ordnance.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insert.
Vulcan is ready. Use it if you have to.
located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
All reinforce!
10 seconds to insertion.
Going welcome mat.
5 seconds and counting. Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Entering the toxic